Welcome to Indigo Crystal Goddess. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Indigo Crystal Goddess, and I'm here with a brief message for the collective. If this is your first time seeing me, hey, what's up, fam? Welcome. I hope this isn't the last time we join up here together in this cosmic alignment of divine timing. So let's see what Spirit has for you for today. Somebody's name starts with a D. They're a part of some kind of organized crime. Okay, we got organized crime right here. So, Holy Spirit, what is the general energy? So, I was picking up on this. This came out earlier. We have something that is changing the DNA of the human genome, changing DNA. There was a Swedish research group that did research on the Pfizer vaccine. It installs DNA into the human genome, changing your DNA, okay? So it is altering the DNA of the human race, all right? Tell me more. Somebody could wear long dreadlocks that's involved in this energy. All right, long dreads. What else? Love spells were involved here. Trying to see where y'all can see the cards. So, love spells. Somebody has long dreadlocks that's involved with doing some kind of love spells. Now remember, love spells violate your free will. This is someone that's trying to violate your free will. You could have long dreadlocks, or this person that's doing the love spells, they have long dreadlocks. Or maybe had dreadlocks, they could have cut them off. 252 on the timer. Tell me about this person that has these long dreads, okay? Or they're growing out their dreads. Alright. Too much spell work here. Too much magic. Too much breaking spiritual laws here. This person has changed and altered their genetic code. Alright. Gene editing happening here. Alright, let's see what this top card is. This is a church elder. So there is a church elder here who has allowed themselves to be experimented on, and now their DNA has been altered. This person does not have to have long dreads. Dreads is just one synchronicity that somebody knows that this person, who this person is, but they could have a bald head, okay? They could have short hair, Caesar cut, dreads, braids, it don't matter. Alright, tell me more about this church elder. Somebody was a shallow Hal. If y'all remember this, I think it came out in the 80s. Shallow Hal was about a guy who, he was just very superficial when it came to women or whatever. Mary Magdalene is significant here. Clarify, church elder. Holy Spirit. I think I'm going to split the deck. And we got Mary Magdalene again. So a lot of this, I'm speaking to someone who could be a divine feminine. All right. You're coming up in the divine feminine energy. You broke poverty from your bloodline. Okay. You may not feel like it right now, or maybe you do. But you definitely have broken the back of poverty off of your bloodline. This was a generational curse. Poverty. Somebody is a copycat in your energy. Doppelganger. Somebody tried to frame you. Okay, that could be this church elder that tried to frame you and put you into poverty. Something is coming in divine timing. So you broke poverty from your bloodline. So in divine timing, there's some sort of wealth exchange that is coming. Hey guys, I don't know why with YouTube it doesn't just scroll up when somebody's on here. It just sits there at the top. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, okay? And then I have to scroll. Hey Shirley Ann, welcome. How are you? Hey Diana. Hey Teray, welcome. Hey, God said too many spiritual gods. Okay? Yeah, many mandolin in my ancestor. I sure did, yes, did it alone. Yeah. Killer cult, right? And you know, a lot of people, they don't think that type of thing exists. Let me tell you the download that I got about you. All right, Spirit wants you to know who you are. Once again, long kiss goodnight. Once again, spiritual assassin that has amnesia and don't know who you are. Okay, make sure you're journaling. I found this cute little journal book called what's it called? Daydream, right? You might want to start journaling, especially today as we're under this pink full moon tonight and tomorrow. Make sure you're journaling 3131, writing down your manifestations, your dreams, your goals. What do you want to manifest this year? Because baby, this is going to be a totally different year than last year. So let me tell you the download that I was getting. I was also, you know, this whole experiment with this experimental Pfizer vaccine, okay, that is altering the DNA of the human race. This could also be some kind of CIA psyop, okay. Now there was some sort of psychic research where they were using psychics to remote view, all right. That could be also connected to this experimental vaccine here, where they can monitor you and track you, okay. All right, so let's see what else. It was called the EPIC program, EPIC. It was at Stafford University, 1972 to 1995. They investigated telepathy and clairaudience, okay? Also, they aimed their investigation on developing psychic abilities, okay? Particularly remote viewing in selected individuals, including children. And they were doing this without a parent's permission. Without parents' permission, they were doing these psychic evaluations on adults and children. This was some kind of a sub-program. It was called EPIC, Enhancement of Perception and Intuition in Children. I've been a part of some program like that, okay? There was also an Operation Artichoke. They were using children, psychics, to unknowingly experiment in the USA and in Russia. They were brought in for minor things, given LSD, okay? Drug-induced coma. So somebody here, you could have been in a drug-induced coma, and they used that opportunity as a means of MK Ultra, okay? Brain wiped, all right, at a hospital, okay? So you could have had where something happened, I don't know, something happened, you ended up in the hospital, you were in a drug-induced coma, and they used this time to wipe your memory, okay? It was a part of CIA's mind control operation Midnight Climax, okay? Using products and LSD, two-way mirrors, all right, in motel rooms to create super soldiers, all right? They were using motel rooms and prostitutes. They would have prostitutes come in and lure these guys into the room, and then they would drug the guy and watch to see how the drug would make this person act. All right. Projecting consciousness. Okay, so I've always been feeling like they could do this, but apparently they have been studying this for a long time, how to project somebody's consciousness throughout the body experience. Studied for military use using psychics in the 70s. Okay. So in the 70s, I was born in 67. So I might have been 3 years old when I was put into this program, or you may have been 3 years old when you were put into this program, when you had some sort of a traumatic brain injury. All right. They did this on children who exhibited clairsentient abilities. Children that who also had sixth sense, okay? Children that saw dead people, literally. If you ever told your mom or a family member that you saw your great-grandmother or you saw your grandmother, and this person talked to a psychiatrist, okay? And they told the psychiatrist what you told them. And this psychiatrist knew exactly what that meant. That meant that you were clairsentient. But they could have tried to act like, oh, we need to put her on psychiatric medication, which was really some kind of other type of drugs, okay? This was actually a secret brainwashing experiment. This is why you can't remember, because whatever trauma you were put through or whatever program you were on, they erased your memory, all right? You were given some type of LSD or something, and they erased your memory. There was a lot of astral projection and dream state, okay? There's a psychiatrist that was working with the CIA to carry these experiments out, okay? This was also a treatment for mental illness, okay? So you may have been admitted, all right? Somebody may have had you admitted into a hospital. Maybe they did a little like, what do you call it? A blind study or some kind of sleep study. They told you it was a sleep study, but it was really, you were given drugs or even electric shock, okay? Terrible, terrible. When this was found out, they were forced to shut this down. 9 years old, I have it returning. Yeah. You are a secret agent for the Most High God, okay? Point blank. And somebody wanted you to forget that. There's some type of superpowers you had when you were much younger that somebody tried to erase. There's some kind of memory somebody wanted erased, okay? And that's why I kept picking up on Total Recall, because Total Recall was with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they put him in this machine and erased his mind. There actually are memory centers where people in Hollywood do go to have their memories erased so they don't remember traumatic experiences that happened to them, okay? Yes, surely God is helping us all, baby. Yes, He is. Your unwavering determination is what brought these people down. Whether this was some kind of a psyop by the CIA, or this was some kind of a church cult that a church elder was a part of this experiment with them, okay? You brought them down with your sheer determination and your unwavering faith, okay? You avoided some kind of tower here, and you foiled their plans, okay? You saved the world, literally. Your true superpower is your ability to love and protect rather than destroy. See, somebody wanted you in this destroy energy, even self-sabotaging. But now you're in this energy of just determination, and you have had the ability to transform and transmute all negative and toxic energy towards you, even people making false allegations against you, copying you, trying to keep you bound to them, all right? Trying to control you. Um, you did receive some sort of a head injury for somebody, and it caused some types of severe amnesia. You don't remember your past identity, all right? Also, able to handle dangerous situations. You were put in a lot of situations where most people would have been afraid. They would have ran away. They wouldn't have known what to do. They would have been stuck in fear. And you are just the type of person where you're always the calmest one in the bunch. Stealing TikTok account, I have hot. Yep. You also had the ability to transmute, okay? No matter how much you were tortured, mistreated, abused, you always managed to transmute the energy that you receive, whether it's good or bad. For some of you, you have a private investigator that is in your energy that is helping you to get to uncover your lost memories. You could have a whole nother life, a whole nother family that you don't remember. All right. Like I said, you could have been 3 years old when they started this MK Ultra Mind Control, and you could have been taken at the age of 3. All right. You have been tortured by friends, family that were supposed to be your family and friends, and they turned into enemies. Okay. This is what caused your awakening. This is what caused this is what triggered your assassin persona. Okay. I feel like with like Long Kiss Goodnight, you were like Samantha. Gosh, I burnt the darn cookies. You didn't like to curse, or you don't like to curse. You love kids, you work with children. Samantha was a teacher. All right. But her dark side was this assassin that she was not tapped into. She had forgotten that whole other side of her and was allowing herself to love and be sympathetic and empathetic where she had been very harsh and hard. Okay, so maybe something happened in your life where it completely changed the way you were. Maybe you had a child. Maybe you got married. You say, I case my area 3 minutes flat. I am built in radar. Girl, almost superhuman. Your ability to assess threats. And that's what I was going to say. And then you said that you assessed your area. Not only do you assess your area, but you pinpoint with precision. Even under extreme pressure, you still can pinpoint and kick in with your survival skills. Okay, you still know how to kick in with your survival skills. Your survival skills are off the chart. All right, somebody underestimated your survival skills and your ability to transmute and overcome anything. You're unbeatable. Okay, you have expert level survival skills. Okay, outsmarting your enemies with quick thinking. Okay, raising yourself will do it, honey. And all of that was a part of your contract because you had to get to a certain place at a certain time, and you needed this trauma to trigger you. You created this contract and you put exactly into place what needed to happen at what particular time in order for you to activate here. All right. You brought down some corrupt government officials behind this conspiracy of MK Ultra mind control. You also carry the wisdom of Solomon. All right. I just wanted to get that out. That was a message, a download that I had gotten about you guys and how you survived this and how your superpowers kicked in when you were faced with this betrayal. You're coming up as a boss lady, okay? You're a boss daddy or a boss lady here. I mean, 222. You could be with a new twin flame that's a boss daddy, okay? Tell me more about this church elder. Yep, you are queen. All right, so we got rat poison. So somebody tried to poison you with rat poison in some ice cream? That's crazy. This is somebody that was gay for pay, okay? So that could be this person with the long dreads, somebody here that is gay for pay. And they have somebody was putting rat poison. Okay. Clarify rat poison in ice cream. They could have tried to do this to a child. Try to poison a child. Tell me about this rat poison. This is a blood cult. Alright? And they tried to poison you, okay? This is someone who is gay for pay. They work with your karmic mother and they put kids against each other. They traumatize children. 6 years ago, January 13th, I raped me, robbed me, hit back head pipe. Wow. Definitely picking up on your energy, Shirley. Something's boomeranging back to these people, though. Whoever this person is, they're getting really bad karma. They come for this person that you escaped from. Now they're pregnant. Somebody that's going to go through the same thing you went through with this person. And this is their karma. You were healed by the angel of the Lord. Alright? Somebody's name could be Drake, or it starts with the letter D. Tell me about this karmic mother. So this karmic mother is playing siblings against each other. So you could have a sibling that is gay for pay here. Maybe a brother. Somebody's brother name could be Rob. Boring movies. You're about to be Richie Rich here. You got Richie Rich. You're gonna be Richie Rich. Who family? I'm seeing somebody's, possibly somebody's brother, because we have karmic mother. She puts the kids against each other. These could be grown adults, but she played them against each other, causing rivalry, sibling rivalry. Yep. Likes to keep a lot of confusion when it comes to the home between you and your siblings. She doesn't get her hands dirty. She uses your brother or your sister here to do her dirty work. And she may have literally had your brother put something in your food here. He is a part of some sort of blood cult with your mother in this whole community. This is a mother, she doesn't get her hands dirty. All right? She don't touch no poison. She's not going to poison nobody. But she will pay somebody else to do it. She will pay somebody to do spell work. She'll pay somebody to try to poison you. And for somebody here, she paid your brother. You have a family member or a sibling that is gay for pay. They are a male prostitute. Spirit is saying, somebody's saying when pigs fly, good news. Somebody was like, when pigs fly, you're going to get this good news. Well, guess what? Pigs are flying. Because you're about to get this good news when it comes to some sort of money here. And somebody trying to have you wrongfully in prison with false reports to frame you, okay? Yeah, they were trying to frame you and distract you. Somebody was trying to distract you from a home you inherited here. You inherited a home, and this person is trying to sell the house right from under you, working with your karmic mother here. And like I said, she likes to cause this sibling rivalry. It's almost like a Cain and Abel story here. Illegal surveillance as well. She's had you being surveillanced illegally. Somebody was angered because of your gift, because somebody gifted you something because you were a gifted child. Your gift angered this person. Your balance angers this person. Your spiritual alignment angers this person. The fact that you're right where you're supposed to be angers this person. All right? And they were unable to sell your house. You inherited a home through a trust fund. And somebody was trying to file some paperwork and find loopholes where they could sell this house. Somebody could be from Haiti or Haitian. Somebody definitely is a senior citizen in this energy. They're a senior citizen and a church elder. Well, this could be a masculine. Agenda 21 here. That's also going back to that program that I was talking about. Somebody is a false prophet. We got Florida here. Somebody's brother could be from Florida. Oh, they holding a message for review. Why? Uncle, pastor. Oh, okay. Yeah, false prophet. Somebody could be a bishop. Definitely a false prophet here. They're still working together with this karmic mother. Even if they're divorced and they're not together, they still work together. They also work with a half sister. Okay. Somebody name start with an M. Yeah, RW. So for somebody, this is your karmic family. You got a masculine here that could be maybe a little older than you, or maybe they're just a senior citizen, or they're working with somebody that's a senior citizen. Somebody didn't want you to find out you were a child of incest. Okay? They don't want you to know the truth. Even though this is horrific, you still have the right to know the truth. How can you heal if they won't tell you the truth? You're a shaman, all right? You're a healer. All they wanted to do was block your intuition, block your third eye, block your forward movement so they can claim an insurance policy here. That's all they wanted to do, is keep you under these illusions. And thank God they weren't able to sell whatever home this is, because it could be in Louisiana. We're going to clarify rat poison, because I want to know who poisoned who. These people are under investigation for trying to poison somebody. These are people with a lack mindset. Somebody try to poison you because you're richy rich. You're richy rich and you don't know you're richy rich. Alright, so I'm going to clarify rat poison. Stolen everything. Elon to crypto wallets. Yep. Clarify rat poison and ice cream, Holy Spirit. Food poison and a voodoo doll. Oh, wow. We got a voodoo doll too. Rat poison and ice cream and a voodoo doll. Wow. 414 could be significant. Wow. Hey, how are you? Clarify rat poison and ice cream, Holy Spirit. This is sad right here. Clarify this rat poison and ice cream. To cause some type of generalized amnesia. Somebody tried to poison, and you do have amnesia because of this. They've also been using a voodoo doll against you. Somebody could have a very small little voodoo doll that they have had since you were little. Tell me about this rat poison and generalized amnesia. Somebody could have did this to their niece or nephew. Karmic uncle. Alright. Wow. This is crazy. All walking around, disappearing. They can't figure out where the doll is half the time. When they sleep, they feel like the doll is standing right over them. They went to New Orleans and got this doll done. Somebody could be from New Orleans. You got a karmic father here that's a Mason, who did this to their own niece or nephew. Or they got their girlfriend to do it. They got their girlfriend or wife or somebody to do this to their own niece. Clarify this karmic father. So we know that the main character is this karmic father here. We have rat poison and ice cream, voodoo doll by niece or nephew, got their girlfriend to unalive their own aunts or uncle here. Okay, so there's a karmic father. I'm just going to tell you exactly what I see. I'm not going to try to break it down. I'm going to let you break it down. You got a karmic father here that's a Mason. They got their own niece or their nephew to get their girlfriend to unalive their aunt or their uncle for insurance money by putting rat poison in that person's, in their aunt's ice cream. Possibly at a nursing home. Tell me more. This is some kind of an incest cult. Alright? Tell me more about this karmic father that's a Mason. Spiritual burp, excuse me. This father did this to his own aunt. He had somebody else do this to his aunt or to another family member. Tell me about this karmic father. This is not a divine masculine. A snow cone. Wow, Diana, seriously? A snow cone. Alright, so we got Sophia, and we got a sign of witchcraft, a sudden death of a pet that was good in good health, or somebody just died suddenly here, and it was because they were poisoned. Wow, they did it to you. So this could be an uncle that did this to his niece. You are under witchcraft, my love. You're in your north node now. You're ascending beyond their expectations, that's for sure. Used for rituals, dogs. Yeah, they could have actually used a dog. We got a lot about a karmic father here. Your karmic father is the one that's attacking your page. So this is your real father, but he has been attacking you, or I don't know. It's something about a niece and a nephew, or somebody's uncle. Somebody's uncle is their father or something. Clarify this karmic father that's attacking your page. He's attacking your TikTok page, attacking all your pages. With the Queen of the Damned here, they could have been married. Now this is her ex-husband. Whoever this person is, karmic father, he has dementia, Parkinson's, or something like that. They told the court that you were selling your body here, that you were a prostitute. They were on the dark web. Clarify dark web. What were they looking up on the dark web? They're under the wrath of God, and you're going to be celebrating. Oh, that's your father. Yeah, he's big time showing up in this read. He's under the wrath of God. God has already prepared a way. He's just preparing you, okay? This betrayal is going to really hurt you. He said, be fake church members. Yep. Spirit says, hang in there. What's coming is going to surprise you, okay? So just hang in there. When it comes to this father, he betrayed your mother here, and he stalks her. He stalks her. Or she stalks him. So you could have been taken by a doctor that took a child from their patient, told them the child died, but you're very much alive. Your karmic father worked with a doctor for them to take you from, he could have took you from his niece or his nephew. From them, I mean, I don't know. But you were definitely taken. And you could have been taken by this mask on. Alright, we also got karmic mother had an insurance policy on your father here. So this is a whole lot of mess right here. Your karmic mother had insurance policies on you, on this karmic father, on your real father here. That's why they use, so this mother could be some kind of serial killer. She unalived people with poison, or he unalived people with poison. This could be like a couple serial killer. It's like they both do this for insurance money. Yeah, somebody's niece. Somebody's niece did this to their karmic father. Alright, so from what I'm getting here, somebody's niece or nephew got their girlfriend to unalive their father, alright? Or their uncle, or one of their family members. This karmic that did this Queen of the Damned, she could have been this person's niece, okay? Your karmic mother could have been this person's niece, or your karmic father could have been this person's nephew. And they unalived this person because your mother had a child for this relative. There's some kind of incest here. There's an incest cult here. And this is what they do. They have sex with other family members, and then they try to either unalive the child by poisoning them, or they try to keep the secret till the day they die. Somebody here literally tried to take their father out because he molested them, okay? And their niece or their nephew unalived this person or tried to unalive this person by putting rat poison in his ice cream, or tried to do this to you because you were this person's child. So somebody's uncle molested their own niece and then tried to poison her. Or somebody's father molested their own daughter and then tried to poison him. Okay? I'm getting like Eve's Bayou. Somebody with Eve's Bayou, it was her sister. Her sister lied and said that her father molested her, but that wasn't true. So the baby sister went to a practitioner to pay somebody to do a spell. And somebody could have literally went on the dark web to Google how to poison somebody with rat poison. They never wanted you to move forward. You were a part of some kind of child trafficking. They have you as passed away on paper. Yes, but the aunt is saying she's my mother, but she's not. She's someone else. They unalive your mother. Yeah. Switch it how it fits. Hey. All right, let's pull this back in. Let's clarify the aunt. All right, we're going to say that the queen of the damned is the aunt. All right, and we're going to clarify that. The queen of the damned is your aunt. She had an insurance policy on your real mother. Okay. And this is someone who doesn't get her hands dirty. Alright? Clarify Queen of the Damned. The Queen of the Damned put insurance money on your real mother or your real father here. Tell me for Diana, you were guided to walk away. You're absolutely right. You were guided to walk away by spirit. Because they were absolutely doing this to you. You're an indigo child. You're an indigo or a rainbow child. You were gifted something by someone that passed away. Tell me more about this Queen of the Damned. This karmic that doesn't like to get their hands dirty, but they try to unalive people for insurance money. This person is an elder of the church, 4444. They are an elder in the church, okay? An elder. And they try to unalive people for insurance money. Tell me more about the Queen of the Damned, somebody's aunt. Hey, Fee. Yep. Tell me more about this aunt. Somebody didn't want you to find your purpose, to walk in your purpose. Mother or father side. Mother side. I'm telling you, they gave you something deadly, but you survived it, some kind of 4444 on the timer. You survived something here. They gave you something deadly. That's what it says. This Queen of the Damned, this karmic aunt or this karmic mother, she gave you something deadly, and that's that rat poison. She gave you rat poison in your ice cream or something like that. It was some kind of an experiment to see if it would hurt you. I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm just gonna go ahead and give this message. Tell me more about this aunt or this mother figure. She is no longer herself. Okay, whoever your mother was, she is no longer that person. Whoever this aunt was, she is no longer this person. This person has been taken over by the demons that she worships. Okay, there's something about $350,000 insurance policy. I can't make it up. She unalives people for money. She puts policies on people so that she can continue to live in this lifestyle that she's accustomed to living in. And you are guided to walk away. I feel like right before she was able to do something. But there is definitely a $350,000 insurance policy that was put on your mother. You could have walked away right before they tried something else. I feel like they've been trying this. And these are church elders. Yeah, they stolen a lot more. Yeah, but somebody literally got a payout for this 350,000, or they're still trying to. But there's forensic science here about a mysterious accident. All right, so somebody could have claimed to accidentally do something, but this was deliberate and it's under investigation by the FBI. All right, somebody gave you something deadly and it's under investigation for mysterious accidents. Okay, you got your grandmother is here. All right, this is a lot of feminine energy. We got a grandmother. So you could have been guided by your grandmother to walk away from this mother figure or this aunt. Your grandmother knew what this person was up to. She knew what this person was capable of. All right. Yeah, unalive for insurance money on purpose. Yep. I'm not going how long. Car wreck. Yeah. Wow. Shirley, that's horrible. Somebody allowed you to be experimented on. They allowed you to be given something that was deadly to see if it would hurt you. All right? And then they said it was an accident. This karmic mother or this karmic aunt could have been found negligent for allowing you to ingest something. It didn't kill you, but it absolutely did. It got these people under investigation for allowing you to get a hold of something that was dangerous, even though it didn't unalive you. This was an attempt on your life. Yeah, it could have been a security guard reported this person. Could have been a security guard that found you unconscious. I don't know. Maybe somebody had to call the emergency room because you weren't responding. You weren't responsive. Somebody's name starts with an A. And now with forensic science, they know that you were poisoned. They know that this person poisoned you. You could be going no contact with these people and killing them with kindness, okay? Just staying out of the way, staying away from these individuals because they're very dangerous. Continue to kill them with kindness because they were trying to set you up. All right? But they gave you something that was dangerous and poisonous. All right? And that was to see if they could actually take you out, and it didn't work. You might have got a little tummy ache and you had to go to the doctor. I feel like you took down a serial pedophile. Somebody's a pedophile, a predator. And this could be a feminine that's a predator. Not all predators are men. Some predators are women too. Tell me more about this queen of the damned, this karmic mother that doesn't get her hands dirty. This karmic mother had an insurance policy on your real parents, or your real father, or your real mother. You killed these people with kindness even after they set you up to try to unalive you for an insurance claim as well. They worked with a sibling of yours, possibly a sister or a half sister, because you may find out that this is not your real sister or your real brother. This is a half sister. Somebody's from Florida. This is a blood cult, a false Christ, a false prophet. You talk to spirits, and spirits guide you. So do angels, okay? You got a lot of protection. Somebody spoke to a lawyer here and had this karmic mother removed from the wheel. So whoever your grandfather is, they spoke with an attorney about having this queen of the damned or this karmic aunt removed, or your mother, or leaving everything to your real mother and having this karmic mother removed, this aunt. Clarify the karmic mother. This person could be trying to escape their karma by taking a flight somewhere. They're going to get stopped at the airport. Whoever name starts with an A. Somebody's name could be Alma. Somebody's name could be Alma. I had an aunt named Alma. Somebody was in love with a married man, so there could have been two siblings that were fighting over the same guy. Okay, or this is your karmic ex coming through. Your karmic ex was married. All right, you could have been in love with a married man, or somebody here was in love with a married man. Your mother was in love with a married man. You're with your kingdom spouse or your soulmate, or you will be very soon, if that's what you want. Tell me more about this church elder. She was trying to block your wish fulfillment, trying to stop your forward movement. Your own sister tried to unalive you as well. I'm telling you, this mother does not get her hands dirty. She does not put her hands on no poison. She don't even go travel to no, for some of y'all, she don't even travel to get work done. She sends in your sister, a half sister or a step sister here, to do all of her dirty work, and she literally paid to have some work done against you, to have you unalived, but it didn't work. Somebody is a Luciferian. They worship Lucifer, all right? Tell me more about this half sister, because we have sister out here twice. You have a half sister that paid for spell work to have you unalived, all right? You're gonna find out this is not even your real sister, and whatever spell work she paid for, it didn't work. It was deadly. I mean, she got the deluxe package, but it didn't work. And somebody wants a refund because it didn't work. Somebody could be losing a lot of weight. This is a part of that spell. If you're having a hard time gaining weight, maybe they did some kind of a spell to make you waste away, to make you lose a lot of weight. This person is calling your phone and hanging up. Somebody did not want you to have balance and harmony when it comes to your own life. Tell me more about this church elder. Too old to be acting the way they act. 55, 55. Change. Big change on the horizon. Give me one more, Spirit, about this church elder. This person could have had something to do with a body. Okay, So the church elder is the copycat. All right, I'm going to keep that one. Big karmic mother energy here. Big karmic aunt energy. A feminine. Somebody's name could be Chris or Christy. These people are a part of some kind of women's sorority. You're in your north node, okay, with the wheel of fortune. You are now at the top of the wheel, all right? You're no longer at the bottom of the wheel. You're at the top. All right, tell me about this half sister. Why is your sister coming up against you? Because they're feeling trapped and they're seeing you as independent and free. Somebody's like, how dare you be free from this mother figure, and I'm stuck with this mother figure. Somebody's mad at you because you're no longer, because you walked away. You got a sister here or a brother or both that are mad at you because you walked away from this karmic mother. I'm getting to news reporter. Yep, your mother set you up. Queen of Pentacles. She set you up and had your sister go pay for some spell work to set you up. You closed out a cycle with all of these people. This mother and this sister energy. You are patiently waiting for your ships to come in. You're patient, you're practical, you're loyal, you're responsible, you're protective of the people and the things you love. Somebody feels like you're being defensive. You're very conservative and stubborn, all right? But you're very ambitious and hardworking, all right? Somebody in this energy, they're going to have to get a job. They're no longer going to be able to live off of your money. They're going to have to get off their Y2C and go to work. Somebody don't want to have to work. That is the truth. Ace of Swords. They don't want to have to go to work. They think that they're going to be able to continue to... See, now these are senior citizens. You got elders here. They were planning to retire on your money, okay? They're under judgment, all right? They're under judgment. Because they took you for granted. Four of Cups. Somebody's losing a lot of weight. They don't want to eat. They're depressed. This is somebody that's depressed. When they're depressed, they can't eat. They can't sleep. This could be your sister. Queen of Cups. This could be your sister. Or this is an emperor. This is a masculine, feminine. I call judgment on this individual. Queen of Swords. You were guided to cut them off. Or we're calling judgment on a Queen of Swords. You're going to get some type of communication about this Sagittarius energy. You're speaking the truth. Somebody wants to come in and communicate something to you about what you're communicating. Spiritual birth. Yeah. Somebody wants to come in and communicate some big changes. You went cold turkey? Okay, that was like complete and utter detachment. And that's what was needed. You had to detach from these people. These women, they're very toxic women. I don't even see any men out here. It's just women. Your grandma, this karmic mother or karmic mother or a karmic aunt here, a sister. It's not even your real sister. This could be a half sister. Maybe you guys have the same mother but a different father, or the same father and a different mother. Something like that. This mother was pissed off because she got taken out of the will. Out of your grandmother's will. Your grandmother had her removed 55. She may have only gotten a partial inheritance because She had a fear of moving on. Your grandmother had a fear of moving on from this individual that was taking advantage of her. Your mother or your grandmother had a fear of this woman, your mother. So she took your mother out of the wheel, and she's now guiding you to walk away from this mother. Sleeping with her brother. Possibly something like that going on, child. Spoke to a lawyer, had a karmic mother removed from the wheel. Your karmic mother wants whatever was left to you. You're coming up as the Queen of Cups. You're very nurturing. You're very mature. You're very dependable and reliable. This could have been something that was left to you by your father here with the Emperor, somebody that was very stable and grounded, who wanted you to be stable. But things are coming to fruition when it comes to this. Whatever your father left you, it's coming. You're going to get it. They can't hide it anymore because you now know the truth. You are the truth. You're standing in your truth. You're speaking the truth. You're demanding answers, and somebody's going to have to, they're going to have to give you your answers. Clarify this half-sister. Yep, you closed out a cycle with this person too. You no longer communicate with them either. You made that decision to walk away from everybody. It could be your sister that's losing all of this weight. She could be looking really bad. Because she's your copycat too. You were guarded. You could have blocked this person. I know I blocked mine. I blocked my sister. You could live in the country, or you could live somewhere where it's very peaceful and quiet. Because I feel like you grew up in a very traumatic home. Lots of toxic films. Energy. Get on, man. Get it. Get it. You grew up in a lot of toxic feminine energies around you. And your sister, she's so jealous of you. She wants to be you, literally. Clarify this sister. Let's see what type of energy she's backing. Holy Spirit, tell us about this karmic sister. That could be who communicates something to you. You got the 8 of Wands. That's swift communication. Speed, progress, movement, rushing. Exciting times. Okay, so something exciting is about to happen, and it could be your sister that comes towards you to tell you the truth. Maybe you guys were close before. I don't know. Before this mother figure would play you guys against each other. Maybe you'll be, I don't know if you'll be able to restore your relationship, but she tried to have you unalive, so. But you're coming up as the Hierophant. There's no longer an illusion about that. They know who you are. You're somebody very spiritually high-ranked, more high-ranked than they are. With the 5 of Swords, they were trying to win by any means necessary. Coming up against the Empress, an Earth Angel, all right? Ever since you were a kid with the Page of Wands. But you're getting some good news now that you're in your North Node, now that you're in your destiny, and you're learning how to operate in your destiny. You're going to get some type of public recognition. You're going to be, you're going to get your flowers. You're going to get your flowers now. You're not going to have to wait. This is bringing a tower for these people because there's an Ace of Pentacles coming towards you. And this could have something to do with a Virgo energy, all right? Hermit and being in isolation. Somebody crying here, okay? Oh, I miss my sister. Oh, I miss my daughter. It's all fake. Maybe they now, all they can do is spy and watch you. And we did see illegal surveillance. So they've been watching you. That's all they can do is watch you from afar. You got a new job coming in. Okay, Pisces energy as well with the moon. That's Pisces. You're coming up as the high priestess. Something about your intuition, Scorpionic energy as well. All right, you got this big blessing coming in, this breakthrough on the horizon, and they're all pressed and depressed, crying over spilled milk, feeling trapped because they won't get to celebrate with you. These are people that will not get to come with you. Okay, look at that. You got a King of Swords, an Emperor. Somebody knows they're going to jail and they're crying because now you're blocking them. Okay, you're blocking them, and this person knows that they're about to be visited by this King of Swords. Someone who's in the upright. This could be a police officer, a private investigator. This could also be a CI agent, an FBI agent, okay? This person is pressed. They are pressed because they know it's just a matter of time before they get that knock on the door. And this could happen while they're at work. They're scared that they're going to be arrested while they're at work, okay? They know that you know the truth. I feel like they're waiting on you to ask them questions. They're waiting on you because you walked away and you got them blocked. You've detached. All right. I'm going to clarify this $350,000 here. This insurance policy. We're going to clarify that. Tell me more about this $350 insurance policy. $350,000. Spiritual birth justice card at the bottom of the deck. This is your justice. This could be something that's coming to you. This could be your karmic justice. This $350,000. Because somebody was being hasty here, trying to steal it. They're getting charged, not got the truth, no more. Yep, the court knows the truth. They know that this $350,000 is supposed to go to you. And now they're making arrangements to make that happen here. Because of your job, your new job. Whatever you do for work, you help this court decide where this $350,000 needed to go. Because somebody was trying to hold on to this with the Four of Pentacles. They were trying to hold on to you, hold on to your property. Clarify $350,000 insurance policy. Who did this money come from? Oh, so this could be some kind of cult with the moon. Let's see this in the reverse. Yeah, somebody's releasing fear. They're unveiling secrets, subsiding anxiety, truth, regaining composure, and self-deception, okay? So this is the moon in the reverse. Somebody now sees the truth when it comes to this money, where it should have been went to and who should have got it. Especially because you closed out a cycle with these people. Somebody was casting all kind of illusions when it came to the court. Like, yeah, I talked to her the other day, and we're gonna do this, and somebody's been lying like they're still in your energy, like they help you, like they do for you, like you talk to this person. Now they're crying because they know you're about to get this money. It's been released. This could be this cult. They're now releasing this money, this success. Something is now subsiding and regaining composure after self-deception. Somebody really thought they was going to get this. Okay, yeah, they really thought they was going to get this. Now they're overburdened and weighed down. Somebody's having insurmountable problems. They're having insurmountable problems here. because you're no longer in communication with them, because they can no longer block you. There's a Queen of Pentacles here, an older woman that's feeling this insurmountable problems because they have to release this to you and close this out. There's somebody here that's like, you know what, this has gone on too long. We need to close this out and get this money to the original, the person it's supposed to be to, because I am tired of dealing with this. I'm telling you, Capricorn energy, there's a Capricorn in this energy that's feeling burdened and weighed down, feeling like there's just insurmountable plot problems. They were trying to flog a dead horse. Somebody has resigned to their fate. They've given up. They've resigned to their fate. They were like, okay, whatever's going to happen, let it happen. I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to stop this. I can't get anybody else to help me. One more. Now they want to apologize at the bottom of the deck. Page of Cups. I don't think so. We don't want no apologies. Do not help this person. I don't care who this person is. Do not help this person. Because they were willing. Empress energy. Do not help this person. Because they were doing magic. They were doing magic against you, but this person is going to try to come back in now that you're getting this money and try to act all innocent. But really, they were trying to unalive you. They know they're on a different pathway. They know they're about to go to jail. Tell me about this Capricorn energy that's ready to surrender now that she can't get anybody else to come up against you. We're going to talk about the devil and the empress. So we got the mature woman. That is the Capricorn energy. The mature woman. And then we have the coffin. So there's a mature woman that could be, that passed away. All right. There's a mature woman that passed away and left $350,000 in an insurance policy. All right. Clarify this Capricorn. This is the false person, the Capricorn energy. All right, this is a false person. So we know there was an older woman that passed away. When this older woman passed away, there was a $350,000 insurance policy where this Capricorn energy was being false with also someone who could have been born in August and now they're releasing this secret. Everybody's feeling better now because this is finally over. Yeah, this was a married couple. All right. Now they are in poverty. So now this married couple is in poverty. Tell me more about this empress. Alright, so we have privileged lady. That's you. You're the empress and you're coming up as the privileged lady. And now this cult got a message of concern that this $350,000 will be being returned to you. Someone is tired of dealing with this and they're ready to put this to rest. Can you watch that pot? And I'll get off. Court case. That's all right. You got to.
That's not for peanuts in the couple.
I actually have sausage, I have corn, and I have potatoes. So now there's an expectation of something at the courthouse with judification being to the Empress. You were a child when this was supposed to be given to you. When you inherited this, you could have been 3 years old, okay? A little kid, or 2 years old. Now they're in despair because this is finally going to who it was supposed to go to in the beginning. Their lies, their deception, it's not working anymore. And it's a meeting in the family room now. And the whole community is concerned about this false person who was trying to steal this home from the Empress, the privileged lady. They're all concerned because they're having a meeting in the family room because this Capricorn energy will be visited by an official person and imprisoned. Okay? This married couple. Great fortune is now being awarded to you. You could be in a courtship. You will be going on a journey. There's a main male and a wealthy man here that were lovers. Okay? They got a message of concern about some sudden wealth going to someone of high honor. This unexpected income will take you on another pathway when it comes to your work. You may partner up, work with this older man. This could be a PI or a private investigator. You could have predicted something about somebody being in bad health, a change coming for the thief. A message has now come to this community about this privileged lady in the distant horizon, this main female getting this gift, and they are in despair. So we're going to say that there's $350,000 is judification. This is your money, this is your home. Okay? I better get off. It's getting hot in here. And the air conditioner is on and it's still hot. I'm going to keep the child, the house, and the judification. And then we're going to clarify it. I don't know why this don't scroll like on TikTok. It scrolls when you guys are on here. This one don't scroll. Yeah, why? Because they're greedy. Here she is, back out again. This toxic individual. She wanted it all for herself. Her and this person she was married to, they were in poverty. This is why they so say did it. Because they were in poverty, they needed money, blah, blah, blah. Told them you work for God. They know you work for God now. This was a narcissistic energy. Somebody has an addiction. Somebody is literally has some kind of karmic soul tie to the devil here with this marriage. So even if they're divorced, they have a karmic soul tie. To them, God jail. Yep. Because you blocked them, now you can sail away to calmer waters. Because these people are going to jail and hell. They don't have time to worry about you. They've already received this couple. This is a married couple. They've already received the judgment that you're getting this. It's a married couple. They got the message of concern. Clarify this child. This could be whoever this devil energy is. This could be their family home. Like this could be their mother's home or their father's home, and they feel like it belongs to them. Like you don't have a right to it. It should go to them. But they, whoever this mother figure was, she was removed from the wheel. So tell me about this child. What happened? Yeah. Something about your strength, your courage. When clarifying the child, we got strength. All right. There's something about your courage, your resilience, your bravery, your inner strength. All right. Taming. You tamed yourself. You controlled yourself. Okay. You dealt with your self-doubt, your self-sabotaging. You began to focus. And there's something about your influence. You have a lot of influence. Okay? You could have influenced this court. You could have helped influence the court in some kind of way. Ooh. You are the high priestess. You used your psychic intuition to help the court to solve this crime about somebody poisoning somebody here because they were in poverty and they wanted money. Clarify justification. Yep, you spoke your truth. You spoke your truth with things coming to fruition. You standing in your truth. You protecting yourself. You blocking these people and going no contact and walking away is what got you this justice because you took a leap of faith. You were innocent. And now you have freedom. You had to walk away. You had to stand in your truth and you had to protect yourself. You saved yourself. And God helped you save yourself. All right. But when God gives you information, it's up to you to do it. You have free will. There's nothing you can do if you won't listen. God tells you, but ultimately you have to do it. And we got the justice. I'm telling you, something going on in the court when it comes to the truth about this house. Somebody could be a Libra, Mayat energy. Somebody could be going to prison, jail. Okay? Somebody could have had to pay child support. Somebody could owe back child support. Yep. You helped the FBI here. Very high ranking here. You're coming up as the Hierophant. They were feeling trapped, these officials. See, the Hierophant could be officials as well. This could be judges. This could be DAs, attorneys. What do they call them? What are they? Counselor. You know, somebody could have been a counselor, like a lawyer. You helped them to solve this case. Clarify strength. Virgo. Why did I say Virgo? I meant to say Leo, but it could have been Virgo as well. Virgo energy. 18 is on this card, so this could have been something you were supposed to inherit. When you turned 18, they were supposed to release this to you, sign it over to you. You could have been in poverty. Page of Pentacles on the floor. They're getting bad news. This Capricorn got bad news in earthly matters, a lack of goals, lacking Common sense. This Capricorn energy lacked common sense when it came to this house and this money. She just reacted to everything. She didn't respond. She wasn't fair. She didn't do the right thing. Tell me about the child. Few cases. Yep, they're gonna want you to work with them. I feel like whoever the court is, they're gonna want you to work with them on other cases. This could be family court, and where they get stuck when it comes to kids, and they don't know which way to go, and you could give your insight. Or this could have something to do when spell work is being done against a child. Yeah, closing out that cycle with the world. Setting boundaries, even when it comes to your parents. Somebody literally had to set boundaries with their own mother. You had to close out a cycle with your own mother. You had to be strong. You had to be courageous to walk away from this person. She's coming up as the devil. Narcissistic, controlling, talking down on you even as a child here with the Page of Wands and the Four of Cups. Always comparing you with other people, other children, making you sad. You could have been abandoned also by this Virgo energy. Because that's what I'm picking up on. Somebody was enthusiastic about leaving and doing what they were doing, but now they're feeling the loss. Somebody realized now they took an L, all right? And they feel abandoned by you. Well, oh well, because now they're going to jail. Clarify this justice and justification. The settlement, there's been a ruling. The appeal is over. Yeah, somebody tried to appeal your trust fund, your property, your deed, your land for this home. They tried to appeal it, contest it. Somebody could have been complaining about your new relationship or the fact that, or about somebody you're with. You have a new romantic proposal coming in. Okay, so tell me more about this kid. I know in the movie Long Kiss Goodnight, because that's what I was talking about at first. In the movie Long Kiss Goodnight, she realized that her child was not her weakness. Because at first she had a disconnect with the child. So somebody could have had a disconnect with you as this Empress energy. Whoever this group or community is that was coming up against you, there was some kind of disconnect. 818 could be significant. This mother, your mother she had a disconnect with you because she was trying to be sneaky and deceptive and steal this home and this money from you. So there was definitely a disconnect when it came to your mother. She was very adventurous. I feel like back in the day when she was young, she was very adventurous, but she did something hasty, okay? Like I said, they could have did it because they needed money. Somebody felt like the end justified the means, okay? Get out! Get out!
Get your ass out there raising.
All right, that's all I have for you guys. This could have been some lovers that were involved here, okay? A mom and a dad, an uncle and an aunt, a couple. Bonnie and Clyde, okay? Now they're in poverty. Somebody could be filing for bankruptcy. Tell me about the child. Yeah, something is changing for the child. You could no longer be a child, or there could really be a child that's involved. I feel like you're the child of a wealthy man here that left something to you. Clarify the world. Something changed when you closed out this cycle. You took a journey. You started to follow your own path. That's when this mother lost control. When you began to choose your own path with occupation and thief, you began to expose her for the thief that she is and this community. And now they're going to prison. Clarify justice. Yeah, pathway. Somebody is taking a pathway to jail over this trust fund. They're all up in their head about it now. They know they're going to jail. They know there's been a change. Clarify this Seven of Swords, being sneaking, deceptive. They stole something from a wealthy man. These people that were in a relationship. Clarify the devil. The devil is in poverty now. She's in poverty because she's not getting this money. You're getting it, and they're concerned. All right, I'm gonna stop right there. I feel like I said pretty much everything needed to be said. We've been on here an hour and a half. If this resonated with you, I'm glad. This may be your story. Book a reading with me so we can see how much of this is really yours. If you would like to leave a love offering, it is all appreciated. $ PRENDALYN. Trying to tell him because his accent, yeah. I'm so glad that it all will be over and to know that my dad left me. Yep. She knows, but for somebody here, your mother is still in some sort of communication with your father. They were still working together to try to keep you from getting this money. This could have been a stepfather or a karmic uncle. Well, I love you too, girl. Look forward to talking to you soon. I love you guys. I'm going to get out here and go spend some QT time with my husband. Love you. Bye-bye.